I'm Anastasia Busis. You're watching CBC Sports. I have the privilege of chatting with all-star athletes all the time. And Courtney Hoffos, you are no difference, my dear. You just came back from Georgia, big bronze medal. That must feel so good, especially after a season where you had to sit out with a knee injury last year.
Yeah, definitely. It was awesome to feel like I'm kind of back where I left off, I guess. I think anytime you're coming back from injury, it feels like you're just missing out and you're falling behind. So not competing for like over a full year, is always tough. So yeah, coming back and being able to get a couple podiums feels so good.
Sitting 7th overall in the World Cup standings for ski cross, what was that return to snow look? What did that look like though? Because getting over injuries are always so difficult physically and mentally.
Yeah, it was definitely tough. I think it gave me an opportunity to sort of like focus on some other aspects of my life anyways though. So I got a lot of university courses done, which was nice.
That's great. What are you taking? What are you taking?
Business at U of C. So
good for you.
It's like the longest undergrad of all time, but I'm on like my last 2 courses right now. So I was able to get a big chunk done when I was injured. So yeah, it was good for like, I don't know, just the mind and the body a bit. I mean, obviously it's super like mundane, but yeah, gotta do it.
When you're going to school though, I feel like that does give you a little bit of like a blank slate. Like it can help mental health and
Totally.
like you come back and you're just that much more like invigorated to compete.
Yeah, I think I actually am able to like apply so many concepts that we talk about in school and in skiing, and like they really interchange a lot. So yeah, I found it actually super helpful being in class and like just keeping your like my mind busy with something that wasn't like calf raises. So yeah, it was good.
Was there a time where you thought, maybe I won't get over this injury?
I mean, maybe when I was at my first World Cup back and my knee still didn't bend past like 130 degrees. Oh. So, and we're still like, struggling a little bit with that. But for the most part, I've felt pretty good about it. And like, I'm confident in the ability that I have to an extent. Like it's enough, I guess. Yeah. I don't think it's perfect, but I think that's kind of what I've accepted nowadays, that your body doesn't feel perfect every single day when you wake up.
But then you have to perform on demand.
Yeah.
Did you learn anything about yourself in that experience?
I think the power of like reflection was huge for me, and just like taking a step back and seeing the big picture. It was like very helpful. So yeah, a lot of like kind of finding myself and like really realizing what was like important to me during that time off. Because you do really identify with your sport when you get so like caught up in it. So yeah, it was nice to actually have like some time off, and I think being more mature, like I've had other injuries, but kind of back when sport was like a little bit less, I mean, it wasn't less serious, but at a lesser level.
Yeah.
But yeah, like being like full-time World Cup now, I feel like I was able to, just like reflect and realize what I want to do.
So you zoom out, is that picture just filled with gratitude? Because you mentioned it. I mean, it's very difficult when you're competing and then you can't compete. And as athletes, we attach our self-worth so often to our results.
Yeah, no, for sure. And I think the comparing yourself to other people, like especially with something like an ACL injury, like I think everybody and their mom has done that, like especially on my team. I think every single one has at least done one. So it was tough to not be like, oh, how many weeks did you like take to do this or this and that? Like it was definitely tough that way, and especially when I was like a little bit slower on a few aspects of my rehab. So yeah, just like not comparing to others and just kind of doing my own thing was huge. But yeah, so grateful for the support around me during that time. I think I had like the best systems in place, on purpose, of course, right? Like my team has done this before and they know what they're doing. So yeah, I was super grateful for that.
And you're going into a home World Cup in Craigleith, Ontario with a bunch of momentum. That has to feel pretty special.
Yeah. Oh, it's so fun competing at Craigleith. Like I was talking about it with somebody else. The atmosphere of ski racing out east, versus west is just so different. Like everyone like lives for ski racing out here. So yeah, like the kids coming out, the loud crowd, it was just, it's amazing. It's really awesome.
You're so right. Like there is kind of that village vibe, right?
Yeah.
And we're both from out west or from BC. I'm from Calgary. No, it's so fun. I had the privilege of watching you compete there a few years ago. I can tell you the atmosphere is chef's kiss. And that's got to be fun, like to have almost like a springboard to World Championships. St. Moritz, tell me what I can expect because I'm going to be there alongside you.
Yeah, I can't wait for you to see. It is so nice. Yeah, it's just, I mean, a stunning place. Like you've heard about St. Moritz being a little like ritzy and I don't know, the landscape, the course is, I mean, I've never actually competed there. So I just did a training camp at the beginning of this last World Cup block. And it was like pretty much, I guess, close to what the track's going to be like. And I had a blast on it. So I hope that it'll be like kind of similar, maybe a little bit longer.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't even know. I'm not really sure what to expect, honestly, because I feel like they're going to have all of the world champs set up. So yeah, I guess we'll see. But Switzerland knows how to do that kind of stuff.
Yeah. So. No, I mean, they do go big. It's going to be so exciting. Can we play a game? Like, I'm just going to, I don't want to be a sports psych, but I want to get into your brain a little bit.
All right.
So just take a deep breath and close your eyes and let me know what your mindset is, what you're feeling, what you're smelling, what you're hearing when you're in the starting gate.
I can't even help but laugh because I feel like I am not the person that's like as focused as I should be. Like I feel like 1 second before the start gate, I'm like talking about like my serviceman's hair or something. Like I feel like for me, it's best to be like a little bit out of my head in a way.
I get it.
I mean, I definitely do. Like I'm in the start gate trying to just like breathe, like belly breaths, get a little bit amped up. But just trying to like feel my legs, make sure my brain and my feet are going to move at the same time because that's always a bit of a struggle for me. But yeah, definitely I couldn't even tell you if I even have a routine. Like it's just very much whatever I'm feeling in the moment. I'm not like superstitious or anything for that kind of stuff.
But you must be able to feel when you're skiing well. Like regardless of if you're like battling with someone, like what does that feel like?
I mean, you just feel like a flow. Like whenever the features are just moving under you well and you're gaining speed, like you can feel like an acceleration. And when you're making all the landings and it just feels smooth and it feels slow. Like, even though you're going fast, it feels like you are in control and you're anticipating everything that's coming. So, yeah, it's definitely an awesome feeling.
There's 5 Canadian women in the top 10 for ski cross. Like, that's unbelievable. What? It's like the sisterhood of ski cross. Like, What is so special about Team Canada right now?
I mean, the depth, obviously, is amazing. I think the fact that we do have that many girls in the top is definitely like a testament to how we push ourselves in training and on the hill. It's just, yeah, I don't think we'd be there if it weren't for each other. So yeah, I mean, you got to train with the best to be the best. So.
And you're pushing each other.
That's so cool. We're lucky to be in that environment all the time.
6th in Beijing, your first Olympics. What did that teach you?
I mean, I was honestly just like happy to be there. It was pretty surreal for me to be at the games and with, my friends. Like it was really cool. And skiing, I was in a semifinal with 2 of my teammates. So that was kind of a little bit bittersweet because I knew that, not all of us can even get through to be in like medal contention. But it almost was better because I was still happy to not even go through because I'm like, oh, like I know my teammate. Like at that point, it just didn't even feel, I don't want to say I didn't feel competitive because I obviously had that competitive fire, but like you just really get caught up in like the excitement and like the magic of the Olympics. Like, I don't know what it is, but it just feels so different.
Well, there's something about going to your first games too, and people going, no pressure. But then, like, people told me that. I'm like, I guess there is no pressure. But you know what I mean? It's that fine balance of striking, being competitive, even with teammates. So, I mean, as you just said, you push each other. What does success look like to you in St. Moritz? And then I'm going to ask you that about Italy 2026.
Okay, sounds good. I would love to be on the podium. I think that's always something that we strive for. And it's tough because it's so results based, right? Like it's hard to think like that. I try to go into a race with like just a few cues and stick to those as kind of like benchmarks rather than being like, I have to get through this round. Like you need to give yourself a how. And I think that's super important. So yeah, just like trying to ski smooth, try to not, ski stupid. That's sort of like don't do anything dumb, basically, is like my goal most of the time when I'm skiing, because you have to make decisions so fast. So yeah, I think just like feeling confident. And I do feel like I have some confidence rolling into it. So I think just like, feeling good on my skis and making sure I hit my own marks is kind of how I'll do it. Because I mean, the competition's fierce. So yeah, there's only so much you can do.
That's beautiful, though. I've talked to a lot of athletes, and no one has said you got to give yourself a how. Mm-hmm. And what a beautiful lesson for life, though. We all have dreams, we all have goals, but if you're not taking care of how you're going to get there, they're just dreams, right?
Shout out to our sports psych. That was a big during my rehab. It was like, okay, this is your goal, but how? How are you going to do that? So
how are you going to do it?
Yeah, that was one that really stuck with me, and I think I've circled back to it anytime I've ever had any goal, which is every day,
It's a brilliant lesson for all the kids that look up to you. And I'll tell you this for free, you have a lot of kids that look up to you and the ski cross team. What does it mean to be a role model?
I mean, it obviously feels really special. I think being on a platform where we can inspire kids, especially younger girls, to continue in sport. I think sport is the most important thing that kind of has happened to me. I think it teaches you so many lessons. It teaches you, about friendship and teams, and I don't know. There's so many different things that I think sport has helped me with in life. And it's such a shame when people, especially girls, I mean, I have to say it, stop sport earlier than I think they want to or they feel like they should. So yeah, I think just, wanting people to do sport longer and more is kind of what I want to push.
That's a brilliant answer. And it is Women's History Month, March. So let's have some fun. If you could go for brunch with one Canadian female Olympian, who you choosing?
I'm trying to think of if I want to do winter or summer.
There's no incorrect answers.
Ooh, this is tough, actually. I don't even know.
Okay, I will give an opinion. I always think figure skaters are 12 out of 10 fun.
Okay, true, I guess. Okay, so when I was younger, I was a figure skater also.
There you have it.
And I was obsessed with Sacha Cohen.
Wow, and that's a deep cut.
Super deep. I don't know what she does now or where she was, but I think it would be kind of fun to go to lunch with her and just, pick her brain a little bit. I don't know. She was always really amazing to me. I had this little figure skating book, and I don't know why I thought she was the best ever. So
she's going to get in touch with you now.
Perfect.
Courtney, thank you so much for your time.
Yeah,
best of luck in Craigleith and best of luck at the World Championships.
Thanks so much.
So excited to watch you compete.
I appreciate it.